everyone, my name is Aastha Dhami. If you're new here, currently I'm an international student in Canada studying at the University of Toronto, and I share my life here, and if you find anything relatable, please do consider subscribing. But first of all guys, do you like my new hair? Because I absolutely hate it. I just wanted to get them short because I have been facing a lot of hair fall here. 2 days before my flight, I just went to a salon, got this haircut, and later I wasn't really happy with it, but I was like it's done. So I'm not posting a lot of pictures of myself online because I don't like how it looks, but they'll grow out. They're just hair. So yeah, with that, let's just start this video. I want to start first with a little bit of context. First, my main agenda was to get something really nice, but on a budget. Second, I did get some comments regarding how I was looking too simple for a bride, and starting to get that comment whenever I was showing my outfits to like my friends or like my family. So I was getting that my looks might be very simple. And back then I came across this YouTube video by Satcha. I hope I'm saying her name correct, but this video really made me feel very confident. She shared her journey, how she also got such comments, but then I think she looked absolutely amazing. As she mentions in her video, like, it's your day. It doesn't matter that what anyone else says. You know, if you're happy with your look. Mohak is Christian and I'm Hindu, so we had a Christian ceremony and we also had Hindu ceremonies, so there will be that, there'll be all those looks. So yeah, with that, let's start. So first was Ganesh Puja. I spent 0 rupees on this. Now Ganesh Puja is a very small event and it's the first event, so it is important, but it's not, you know, like grand enough. The saree and the jewelry that I was wearing was sent by a brand. I will mention them here. Yeah, even if they wouldn't have sent it to me, I would have worn something that I already had. So during my roka, I got a lot of gifts, and these were basically sarees and suits. And in your wedding festivities, you do end up getting a lot of gifts like this, like suits and sarees, and then you think that you will wear it some other time. If you feel like you want to save some money and if you got a nice gift, you can utilize them in, you know, like small events like this. This was my mehendi look. Now I have a confession. I did not really shop for my mehendi and my haldi outfit, but the thing is that I was here for the most part of it, and before shifting here I had a lot going on in my life. I had visa stress, my laptop had broken, I would link that video here, and I was working full time. I was working till the very last day, and on top of this there was wedding finalization happening. And when I came here, I was panicking about my main looks only. Somewhere along the line, mehendi and haldi got sidelined, and then when I realized, I just got something online because I was stressing so much and there was already study stress here. I just didn't want more on my plate. So breaking down my mehendi outfit, I was wearing this lehenga, and when I ordered this lehenga, in my head I felt like a paranda would look really good, and that's when I got this paranda. This is from Amazon, and the total of my look will be flashed here. So now coming to Sangeet, I again ended up not spending anything here. So my mother-in-law wanted to sponsor this whole look for me, which I'm so grateful and thankful for. Thank you, mom, if you're watching. And yeah, that saved me a lot, and I was really happy with the look. I wanted to go gold. My initial inspiration was this and it was nowhere close to this. We went for fabric hunting, and we did hunt for, you know, this gold color, but we weren't getting anything like that. Tip again is that you can get white fabric and get it dyed to any color that you want. So that's what we did. It wasn't exactly gold, but I really loved how it turned out. The person who was going to do these outfits for us, she thought it would look really good if like there was a green lining sort of on my dupatta of the same color that Mohak would be wearing. Yeah, the Sangeet look was done. It was all sparkly and like everything was shining, so it was just going really well with the whole Sangeet vibe. And now coming to Haldi, as I already mentioned, I had not planned for this, and I got this kurta from Myntra. I just knew that I didn't want anything yellow, so I just went with this pink color, and I asked Mohak to get something in the similar shade. Haldi outfits are anyway going to get ruined, so like it never made sense to me to spend a lot on your haldi outfit. I mean, if it's something that you like to do and want to do, that's completely fine. Now coming to the big day, my Hindu wedding. I was obsessed with this red lehenga. I don't care who says what, but I love how it turned out. The fun thing is, for the longest time I was hell-bent that I would wear a sari on my wedding. I remember telling Mohak long before he even proposed that I would wear a sari whenever I get married, like on my main wedding day, and I could see a little bit of disappointment on his face, and he said something like he really wanted to see me in a lehenga. And yeah, like that conversation got over that day, but it remained in my head, and I came up with this plan. Whenever we end up getting married, I would, you know, surprise him wearing a lehenga. Although it didn't work out, by the end of it he got to know it's a lehenga because there was so much going on and so much conversation. I was on my phone, so he did figure that out. But anyway, I'm really happy that I stuck to this lehenga. The thing is that I wear a lot of sari, and I realized that I don't own even one lehenga. Yeah, I don't own a lehenga. Once when I wore a lehenga to my best friend's wedding, it wasn't a lehenga. It was like I got a long skirt from somewhere. I got like a crop top from somewhere. I wore it with a chunni because I always thought like spending money on lehenga is such a waste. It was my wedding, and I thought like, even if spending money on lehenga is a waste, this is your wedding and you're doing everything very simply. I should definitely go for a lehenga. So that's how I just decided on the lehenga bit. I stared at my wedding Pinterest board for a really long time, and I realized I really like designs where everything is simple, like a simple plain red. And I wasn't really sure about what kind of borders I want, or if I want borders or not, but I had saved these two inspo, and I was always very clear that I would wear red, so that was never a question for me. So we had decided everything. The first place we went to was Shahpur, and call it luck, destiny, whatever, but the first store I walked into and the first lehenga that I saw, it was exactly the lehenga that I wanted. And later I put out a reel that you should go to Shahpur for your wedding shopping, and I got a lot of comments saying that like it's really expensive. But this lehenga that I'm talking about, this was just 30,000. It would have gone up if you wanted a little bit of customization, but like I think 30,000 is a good deal. But people did suggest me to go to Chandni Chowk, and I did go to Chandni Chowk. But the thing is, that lehenga that I saw in the first store in Shahpur, that just did not leave my head. Store owner turned out to be really rude. He was just putting that weird pressure that, you know, some other customer is waiting and she needs my answer, and then she was also raising the price. It went to 35, and yeah, at that time I didn't want to deal with that, so I was like, you give your lehenga to whoever is asking. If I want it, I will contact you. The conversation ended. I was really sad after that you know, maybe I should have you know, taken that offer. I would have felt like I made that decision in a pressure. But later when things got clearer and that, you know, that lehenga was something that I really wanted, and it was exactly the way that I wanted it. At that time, again, my mother-in-law came to the rescue. She knew someone who could do this lehenga exactly the way I wanted. So we went to her, we told her what we wanted, and she did a great job again. This is the same person who did my Sangeet lehenga. So yeah, if you guys are interested, do check them out. And for the jewelry, we went to Chandni Chowk. This was just few days before my wedding, and I wanted something red. Green looks great with red, but I don't know, I just wanted to like bathe in red. I wanted everything red, like my churis to be red and my jewelry to be red. There were a lot of good green pieces, like green jewelry, but not so much when it came to red. And finally, this jewelry that I took, I was very scared that it would not go with my lehenga because the red was different, but it ended up looking really good. This jewelry costed me 7,000. I could have rented it, but then the rent price also goes like 4,000 or 5,000, and then you get to only keep it for like 2 or 3 days. I thought if you put extra, this whole jewelry set would be mine. So I was like, why not just buy it? The total comes down to this. Now, coming to the Christian wedding look, first of all, I feel I manifested it, guys, because ever since I was a little girl, I wanted to get married in a church, wear a white dress, walk the altar, and it just turned into reality. So I was so excited about my Christian wedding. I just wanted something really simple again. Stores that I saw in Delhi, they had very limited options, and let's just say it wasn't my vibe. I started looking online, and first of all I went to Myntra, but obviously there the dresses I got, they were too simple for me, so I didn't go with Myntra. And then during this hunt I came across Lulu's, and they have great wedding dresses at great prices. I think this is doable because they do ship to India. You just have to be really sure about the sizing, because if it's not correct then you'll have to ship it back to the US, which might cost you a lot. But other thing you can do is get it, you know, fitted here in India. For me, I didn't have to do that because my Masi was flying from US. She got me 2 dresses, like 2 as an option, so I could pick one. Just went with the more flowing one because it was more forgiving. Like I didn't have to, you know, think much about my weight. The other one was very body hugging, and I would have to, you know, start gymming or something. I didn't want to add additional stress of, you know, going to the gym, lose weight. This dress that I ended up wearing, this had pockets and it was so flowing, and I think it was just the kind of simple that I wanted. For the veil, I did get it from a shop in Delhi. I will just link it here. Come into hair and makeup. Getting a makeup artist can be so tough. Months of searching, I had found one good makeup artist in my budget and she cancelled on me, but thank God I found Anibha and she did my makeup for my Hindu look and my Sangeet look. I also got my makeup done for my Mehendi look, so I will leave them down below. All these people, do check them out, they are great. And yeah, with that we are at the end of the video. So my camera had decided to die that day while filming the outro of the video, and I didn't realize. One more expenditure I want to mention was about the parlor. Like before the wedding, I did get my nails done, waxing and threading. I did not get any treatments done, a lot of bridal treatments, and the parlor people were trying to sell it to me, but I just didn't wanna go for that. That took around 6,000 more, I would say. But anyway, that was it. That was the whole cost. And if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe and drop a comment below. The excitement, the planning of your big day can be overwhelming, and the pressure to look perfect can be immense, but please don't let that stop you from enjoying your big day, because it's gonna go by in the blink of an eye. It's gonna be really fast. Like I still can't believe I'm married and it's been 3 months already. But yeah, the days would go by so fast. Just don't forget to enjoy. You'll miss it once it is over, so soak in all of that glory. Love to hear about your wedding prep journey and any other special tips and tricks you have so that everyone else can read. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.